So one question that I've seen variations of, are we collaborating with Move On, Indivisible, and others? So many people I talk with here in DC who went to No Kings haven't even heard of November 5th. It makes me nervous. We need everybody to come with us.
I was thinking David might want to speak to that. I noticed that you put an answer in the chat. So if you want to share that, I think that'd be great.
Sure. That's why I really pressed my team, an Indivisible, and frankly, since I joined them, and started working with them, I've been saying, what we really need is a presence in DC constantly. Like we need to grind that machine to a halt, so that it does what we need it to do. And they've all been, as a small group, we've all been on that same page since the beginning of this term and even during the last term. And we've heard that from other groups here in North Carolina that are chapters of Indivisible or 5051 or whatever groups they are. Those organizations, just like Jim was saying, they are moved by people power. The people at the top will move when the people at the bottom give them the inclination to give them courage to whatever it is that they need. So if you are part of an indivisible chapter, if you are friends with someone who's a part of that, if you're friends or part of a 5051 group or any of those kinds of organizations, whether you're in a union or any group of people that has leadership that has not signed on to this yet, you need to get as many chapters and your own chapter on board and individually, like we did in Guilford County, I believe it was Montgomery County, Indivisible also signed up. Shout out to my friends in Montgomery County. That's where I'm originally from. Um, and we are constantly communicating up to the folks in Indivisible. Hey, we need to get everyone on board with this. We need to get the movement going from No Kings over to this. And we're communicating to all the other chapters here in North Carolina and the other ones we have a connection with. Hey, have you guys seen this? Are you part of it yet? Can you please send something, up of support within the organization so that they will jump on board? And that's where it comes from. Just like we're saying we need to do in DC with our federal government to make them move, you need to do the same thing inside of your organization. We are one of the most important pillars of support in any organization, whether it's the government or it's, your work or whether it's a thing like Indivisible. And if they don't have that pillar, they're going to have problems. So if that pillar is saying, do this, do this, do this, they will listen to it. So that's the most effective way that you can do that. And a great example of how we move what seems like an immovable object happened recently. They took Jimmy Kimmel off of the air. What did we all do? We unsubscribed from Disney, and those silly people had a nice little comment box for us to put because you got rid of Jimmy Kimmel, bring him back. And that moved billions of dollars out of their pocket, and that moved their decision-making process to bring him back. This works. We have proof from a long time ago to just a few weeks ago. So that's what you can do to get your organizations nationally to move on this stuff. Get the little guys first and let them know this is what you want.